Hey everybody, I guess this is kind of the first iteration of a travel video, kind of in this new format that my channel is taking on, so welcome. I've been on the road for just over a month now, and it has been so much fun, and also I am so tired, and looking forward to just kind of like putting down some roots and developing a routine and all that stuff, but I have really been enjoying my travels, and so I wanted to share kind of all the things I've been up to. So yeah, I left Argentina at the end of November. I got home, don't worry, I'm not gonna go do my day, but I got home and did Thanksgiving stuff with my parents, and then did a ton of really fun Christmas stuff, cutting down the tree and decorating the tree, and Christmas cookies and presents, and yeah, it was just delightful. There was snow on the ground, and then did Christmas with some of the extended family and some uncles and cousins, and so that was really nice to be home. I wasn't actually home for Christmas, but celebrating it made it feel that way, and I haven't been home for Christmas since 2018, so that was really nice. And then I went to LA to see my brother's show. I'm very proud of him. He's in a Broadway show that's touring the States right now, so I went out to go see him and visit a friend out there, so that was really fun. Yeah, just really getting to spend time with people that I don't often get to see, which is lovely. And then I flew to Europe. So I flew to Prague, and I visited some friends that I met in Argentina. So it was really nice to see their new life in Prague and have just like private tour guides around the city, which was really fun. I applied for my visa for Kazakhstan, which I then had to like wait for, so I just spent time in Prague. Spending time with friends, hanging out, doing a little bit around the city, but I've been to Prague before, and it was nice to do the Christmas markets, but I also, yeah, just kind of enjoyed like being still for a little bit, you know? I took a weekend trip to Bratislava, which was really fun. Just got off the train in Slovakia, in Bratislava, and this is my first new country in a really long time. So I am excited to check it out. It's just like a 4.5-hour train ride from Prague. Just left most of the way. Yeah, here we go. Okay, first impressions, it's colder than Prague was. I need to get my hat and gloves out, but second impression is the architecture. Oh, wait, how do I turn this camera around? All of the very communist architecture. But it feels like I've gone like much farther east than I actually have. The architecture is just, I mean, it's huge and it is angular and very boxy. But yeah, I also like kind of like this vibe. Like, I don't know, I love being when I am farther east and just the vibe that it has, and yeah, I just feel like I'm somewhere different, which I really like. If you haven't checked out my podcast episode with Severin, actually there's 2, so make sure to check both of those out, because we just had like so much to talk about that it turned it into 2 episodes. So I was delighted to be able to try Slovakian food, and yeah, I did a lot of eating. It's so good, so garlicky, and there's cheese. Everything smells so good. It smells like cinnamon and fried dough and fried onions and fried cabbage. I love Christmas markets. Did some walking tours that I really enjoyed, learning about the history, and I mean, I did exactly what I said that I didn't want to do, which is only visit Bratislava. But like I said, I had a really good time just like learning and eating, and yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but honestly, like that always I feel like makes for the best visits, because there are no expectations. And I also just kind of gave into doing what I want to do, and instead of doing what I feel like I felt like I should do. I used to feel like I needed to go to all the churches and just do a bunch of like older European history stuff, which really doesn't interest me at all. And this time I stuck to the things that interest me, which is food and 20th century history. I did go on the Old Town walking tour because it was good to have a little context into everything. But yeah, it turns out just doing what you want to do makes for the best trip. I ate and did Christmas market stuff, and it was so enjoyable. I will be back to Slovakia to explore the east more. So I am looking forward to that day. I think I'll wait till it's a little warmer because there's also some like nature-y things to be done. So yeah, it's been a really good trip. Whirlwind really fast. On my way back to Prague now. All the food was so yummy. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed all the poppy. I didn't realize there was so much poppy seed stuff. I did a whole podcast episode on Slovakia with Severin, so I'll link that down below. Make sure to check that out. And then, of course, both my Instagram handles, at Tasty Trails Travel Pod. It's loud, sorry. At Tasty Trails Travel Pod for all my food adventures and what I thought about all the food that I tried. And Tasty Trails Travel for that's more like facts and other fun tidbits that I learned while visiting. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's mostly it. I'm here at the embassy, and they told me to come back now to get my visa, but nobody's here, and I don't know what to do. So, what do I do? I'm just leaving the Kazakh embassy. I got my visa. Literally, he was like, don't touch it because it's still drying, so it's literally the ink is still wet. So yeah, very fresh, and I'm so excited. Like, it's now real. I still have like a month to go, but I'm gonna go home, buy my ticket, and yeah, I'm so excited and also terrified. I'm honestly terrified. From there, I went to Switzerland to spend Christmas with some friends and their family, which was really fun. We did some Christmas markets in southern Germany, did a water park and sauna, went to a cheese factory because we're in Switzerland. Ate a ton of delicious food and just got to spend Christmas with some of my favorite people. And doing like Santa Claus and that whole thing was also a joy and a delight that I haven't done in a really long time. So I really just enjoyed spending time with them. After that, I went to Berlin. So it was my first time in Berlin, and I have just really been into 20th century history. So Berlin is like the place to go for that. I stayed at a kind of kitschy hostel, but didn't realize it was gonna have no natural light. It's like a space theme. I know they like took it very seriously, but it's like a capsule hostel, and I'm very into capsule hostels because I can have my privacy as like an old person now. I can't do the like backpacker hostel life that I did in my 20s and even in my early 30s. In my little space capsule. Hello, coming at you from Berlin, a little chilly at night. I'll say free walking tours in the winter are a little tough because even if it's not like so cold out, it's cold when you're just standing, you know. But anyway, Berlin is a really cool city. I'm obsessed with it for the modern history. Like, I'm really interested in modern history, and so this is like the best place in the world to come and learn about it and see stuff. I'm maybe too old to do the nightlife scene, so I'm not really doing any of that. But yeah, it's a cool city. I'm not cool enough to here. People are just cool here. Cool attitudes, cool, just like, they're just cool. But yeah, it's got a nice vibe. I haven't been to like a ton of like super residential areas or anything. But yeah, I've just been like so enjoying all of history. Or enjoying feels like the wrong word, but like just so interesting and heartbreaking and scary, because there's a lot of things that they talk about that it's like, oh, well, that's happening again now. So that's messed up. I've been noticing that a lot. I mean, especially in this part of the world, a lot of their history is like World War II, and there's people who are still alive that like remember all that stuff and who are living through it, who lived through it. It's a very real thing. And yeah, so it's talked about a lot, and it's wild and also just so heartbreaking. But it's like again. So anyway, yeah, but Berlin is really cool. I think it's great to travel this time of year. Fun and yeah. So yeah, I took a ton of walking tours. There were food tours, and general tours, Nazi tours, Soviet tours, communist, like all of it. I learned a lot, and it was really interesting and just like a really nice way to see the city. I was gonna eat more German food, and then I realized that I don't care about meat substitutes. And so it's gonna have like a veg version of a bunch of different kind of meat things, and I don't like waste a meal on those. I didn't. I ate some spatzel. Of course, as I do every time I go to Germany, which is so delicious and cheesy and chewy and gooey and perfect for winter. And of course, a bunch of Turkish doner, which is so yum. I spent New Year's Eve, I don't care about New Year's Eve, so I spent New Year's Eve in a hotel near the airport. I feel very fortunate to be outside of the city because Berliners, I guess, love New Year's. And there were fireworks going off like all freaking day, like everywhere. It was cool to see all the fireworks go up at midnight, like all around the city. But I had no desire to be in that. And that was kind of the end of my more or less solo portion of the trip, even though I wasn't solo for honestly that much of it. That was like 3 weeks. And I actually realized this the last time I'm going to travel too, but like I can't travel for that long. It's a lot. Luckily the schedule, because of like the holidays and everything, work wasn't like too bad, but it's just a lot. And I just travel kind of differently than I used to. And so I enjoyed all of it. I wish I did it in maybe smaller chunks, but there wasn't a good way to do that. And so, when in Europe, do things. But I took a vacation, like an actual vacation, like didn't bring my computer, didn't do any work for like 11 days. So that was joyous, and that is my Finland trip, and that's going to be in a separate video that you can check out when it comes out. Hopefully not too long from now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm done traveling for the moment, but Finland will be coming up next week, and then After that, life in Kazakhstan. Spoiler alert, I've made it, and just kind of documenting my first week here and kind of how everything's going. So that'll be coming up too. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, kind of life update stuff. And I know lots of people have been asking me a lot about Kazakhstan and what it's like, and I can't totally answer those questions yet, but I can start to give a little bit of an insight. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of those videos coming up. Next week, Finland is going to be a replacement for the podcast episode, and then I'll be back on the usual schedule, but just wanted to get Finland out while it was fresh on my brain, and still, relevant. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you next week. Bye.